Everybody, just finished watching Love and Hip Hop ATL Atlanta episode. Well, we had season 4, 5, season 4, episode 14. I think episode 14. This episode was, it was alright. It could have been better because I wasn't really feeling everyone in this episode. Only people I was liking was Kalina, Bambi, and Life. That's about it. But the episode starts off where we left off with the whole, what was it, that whole sabotage thing or whatever the case may be. What happened with, I guess with Katie, Carly Red, and Cena at Carly Red's event. So after Carly Red threw water on her, Katie's ready to fuck them up. So she got escorted out or whatever, and they all laughing and joking. And Life is like, yeah, let me talk to you or whatever. He pulled Carly Red to the side and told her, like, listen, you can't be doing that type of shit. Because what if somebody has something, or her man came, or Jock came or something, then he has to step in. He got these cases pending. Why the fuck would you put him in that situation? She not even think about it. She too busy being messy. He was right. Or whatever, and you know, she's happy that he'll stick up for her, but she's not even thinking about the main point. Why would you put him in some type of situation like that where he can get in trouble and he got pending cases? Like, why would you do that? He wasn't here for that messiness, and Carly Red is gonna have to stop being messy. Excuse my hair, I just came out the shower, and I'm wearing my little Caribbean style shirt, 90s Caribbean shirt, because it is going to be hot, or it is hot already today in NYC. What else was going on? And yeah, he told her about herself, and that was basically it. So Tammy meets up with Rashida at this video release party or whatever that Bambi invited Tammy to. It was for this music video that she didn't tell Scrappy about, that she is basically the main girl in the video, his love interest in the video. And they watching the video, and it's very intimate. She's in the video topless with pasties over her breasts, over her nipples, and it seemed real intimate, and they all laughing and up and everything. And you know, Rashida looking like because you know she's gonna tell Scrappy. Scrappy's like her little brother, so I'm sure she's gonna tell Scrappy. So Bambi brings him over, Laude, whatever his name is, which he is very short or whatever compared to Bambi, and I know how that is. He's like right here on Bambi, which is hysterical. But yeah, they're talking about whatever, and you know, basically Rashida's like, Scrappy's not gonna be happy about this. And Baby said, I'm not telling him because he's not worried about my career. She's tired of being Scrappy's girl. She wanna be Bambi, stand on her own, do her own music, whatever. Honestly, I'm not saying she can't rap or anything like that, but I think that Bambi will be good as an urban model or whatever. She not got the huge ass, but she got a nice shape, and she's very tall and lean, and she's very pretty. I think she can do wonders in the urban model world, or be in a video vixen, if they even call that anymore. But they don't get paid no money no more. But yeah, I think she'll be really pretty good at that or whatever. I don't know what she plan on doing, but yeah, what else is going on? Oh yeah, Mimi, Stevie, and Jessica, Tiffany Fox, that's her name. They meet up in the studio. Stevie let her listen to this beat they had, and she starts spitting or whatever. Mimi's all happy, sitting up there bouncing like she the best manager in the world or whatever, like she Suge Knight or something. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But yeah, so she's happy about that. She Tiffany Fox is like, is there going to be a problem with your wife or whatever the case may be? And he was like, no, I don't know why everybody's worried about my right, blah, blah, blah. That was basically it with that whole situation. I see Mimi's going to keep up this management thing because she don't have no storyline. Or either she's going to try to get back with Stevie, or going to fuck Stevie just to get Jocelyn mad and get her ass beat. But that's basically it. That's all that's going on with that. So we cut to Scrappy in the studio. He's going hard in the studio too. And he invited Rashida and Kirk to come listen. Of course, that's the setup for more messiness. They decided to tell Scrappy, do you know anything about this music video that Bambi is starring in? And he's like, no. It's like, you know. And Kurt wasn't even there. I'm sure he saw the video on YouTube somewhere, whatever. Ain't no BT After Dark no more. So yeah, I'm sure he seen it on YouTube. But he talking up, and Rashida really not saying nothing. Like Kurt was at the video release party. So of course, here Q and freaking Bambi come in, and they're like, "Oh, we about to leave," and she's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" Like or whatever. Scrappy already mad and turned up before she even sit her ass down. He asked about the video. She told him. She's like, "Oh, so that's why Rashida couldn't give me eye contact or whatever because she told Scrappy about it. It's okay, her being messy. It's whatever. Bambi don't give a fuck. That's why I like her so much. She don't care. Yeah, you know about it. And what? What you gonna do? Not a damn thing." And they just keep going back and forth. And she's like, "I'm done." And Scrappy was like, "If you walk out that door, don't come back," and all this other stuff. And she was like, "Yeah, I heard it all before," and all this other stuff, which is true. Let me get my little EOS. I want y'all to talk about my lips. But yeah, so basically they seem like they broke up. She gonna work on her and her music and whatever the case may be or whatever. So what else happened? Yeah, she's done with him or whatever. Then here come Q's and the Dirty Dick crew, which is Young Jock, Kurt, Tony, and Scrappy. They talk about all their problems and all this other stuff. Kurt and Stupid Tony have an idea. Let's get the ladies together since they had such a friendship. Let's get these two together and squash all the bullshit. Yeah, whatever. So they make plans to do that, and they all talking. And Jock was like, "We sound like some damn Golden Girls. We should be playing poker." Yeah, I do, because y'all gabbing and talking about bullshit or whatever instead of talking about how y'all can get some money besides loving Hip Hop Atlanta or whatever. So that's what was going on with that. Stevie, the pictures are ready, right, for Margot for this the photo shoot she did for this magazine that he's co-owner of or whatever. Stevie J calls Margot, tell her to come, let's see the pictures or whatever, and she's coming because she want to talk about money. She want to talk about her 10 G's. Now, I'm not saying the picture's not worth 10 G's because I don't know anything about that. She looks good in them. You can tell she's modeled before and look like it. She has a very awkward look to her, but I love her style. Her style is so New York and so funky. I know I always tell you guys that, but I love her style. I love how she with her mohawk and everything. She has a funky New York style, and I love it, and I'm so here for it. So she was like, yeah, they look nice or whatever, so when I'm gonna get my money, basically. He was like, well, I'm not giving you nothing. She was like, I want 10 G's or whatever, or I'm not signing a release for you to use the pictures. If you use my pictures, I'm gonna sue your ass, basically. And Stevie said something was funny. He's like, yeah, I'll give you 10 seconds to get up out of here. I'm like, Stevie knows damn well that he needs to stop. Well, if that's the case, he might as well just get his wife involved or whatever the case may be. Oh, yeah. I don't know if Margot called Jocelyn or Mona called whoever to meet up. They meet up to talk about what happened, and Margot asked Hustling, like, what's up? Like, you knew about this? She's like, yeah, I knew about it. I think you should be happy you get an opportunity from the Jordans. And I'm like, Hustling, bring it on down, because your only claim to fame is stripping and loving Hip Hop Atlanta. Yeah, we don't know about what Margot do, but she was living in New York on her own. She was getting some type of money from somewhere, and that ain't easy to do, to live in New York, the cost of fucking living. It's easy to live in Atlanta and be phony rich. Anybody can come up in Atlanta or whatever. So every day they play like they're rich in there sometimes, rich there. So it's easy to do that. Just ask all them fucking housewives of Atlanta and ask them how they do it. But yeah, they were going back and forth, and you know, Margot was like, "Why are you mad?" Because Jocelyn started getting all turned up and crazy for no reason. Because it's like, why are you so mad? You mad because he's still in love with Mimi? She said. It was just funny. So she just walked off or whatever. And Jocelyn was going in with the insult so much she had a wedgie and all this other stuff, which is true. She is absolutely right. Why are you mad? Because at the end of the day, what was the point of that whole thing? That didn't mess nobody money up. Maybe wasted some time, which is precious to everybody. But what was the really reason behind all of that? It really didn't make any sense. And she don't mind you publishing pictures, just pay me my money. That's it. So they had their little encounter, whatever the case may be. Jock with his silly ass, I can't, Katie went to go see him in the studio and tell him about what happened, right? And he's all shaking his head like, Lord Jesus, I thought this shit was done. Then she mentions that Cena said to her with her fake pregnancy. And she's like, Jock, how the fuck she know anything about me being pregnant? Why are you telling her? And that pissed Katie off, and they broke up again, basically. And he was like, well, I'm done with this, too. And it's definitely not right, because why you open your mouth about what's going on in our relationship is between you and I and the rest of the world after it is. But, yeah, why you even open your mouth about that shit? So, yeah, they were talking shit, and they broke up. And she walked out the studio. Once again, Jock is going to be on his hands and knees begging her to come back, honestly, because I think that that's her sugar mama. Not to say he'd have no feelings for her, but that's where he gets coin from. So, I don't know. What else was going on? Okay, finally. Kirk said he's going to take Rashida on a romantic date. They haven't spent time together with all the drama that's been going on, right? So they sitting at this big ass table. She talking about how I guess she wants to sit somewhere in a corner, I guess to get a little nasty, which every couple do, I'm sure. But and then in walks in Kalina and Tony. Tony told Kalina the same thing. They was gonna have a romantic dinner, just them two, and it wasn't. These fools, Kirk and Tony, tried to get them together since they've been friends for such a long time. And I understand it, but it's too soon. And Kalina is all the way right about it. It's way too soon, or whatever the case may be. So they're talking or whatever, and Kalina's like, why am I here? Like, what we said we had to say, that's it, move on. It's too early, or whatever. Fucking dumbass Tony gonna say, in front of Kurt and Rashida, talking about the postpartum depression. She looking at him like, I will cut your fucking beard off your face. That shit was hysterical. She looking like, why are you so... And then Kurt feel the need to give advice and chime in on the whole simple fact about postpartum depression. Rashida just looking there a little bit scared and just dumbfounded also, or whatever the case, or whatever. And Kurt says, Tony dumbass said something else. Tony dumbass gonna say, you know, you've known each other, we've been friends for a long time, and no, we haven't Christian Noah yet. Kalina was looking like, what? You know, she was thinking that Kirk and Rashida could be the godparents. And she's like, they're not being godparents to my baby. If something happened to me, Rashida gonna take in my baby? No, that's not gonna happen. Rashida bust out laughing or whatever. He was like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. They're not even talking right now. Why would you even suggest that? Or whatever. I don't know how he think a Christian and God and Jesus Christ is gonna make them come together. They're not ready. They're not ready to be friends yet, and maybe they'll never be friends. So they decide to get up and go get a drink and have them talk. So they just going back and forth or whatever. And the insults start flying, basically. And, you know, she's like, yeah, I'm working on my album. And Rashida's like, yeah, you've been working on it for 12 years. Ain't nobody buying that. And she's like, nobody buying your music. They'll probably buy your lipstick, but not your music or whatever. That's what Kalina said. They were just going back and forth. And fucking Rashida came on her face and said something about her being the other woman. And Kalina got pissed off and just threw the drink on Rashida. It didn't get to her, but I don't think, or whatever. And she was like, don't you ever say no shit. I ain't never been the other woman, bitch. So I believe if the table was a little smaller, Kalina would have connected and freaking beat that ponytail on her head. She talked about, she's like, yeah, you sitting there with your side ponytail and all that. You like New Money. I know what New Money is or whatever. I'm like, wow. That friendship is, I don't think it can be repaired after all the bullshit that Tammy threw in the mix. So we'll just have to see what happens. And yeah, she was like, how the fuck she gonna try to play me like that? Like I'm the other woman, or like I've been the other woman or whatever. So basically that's all that happened with that whole situation. It was an okay episode until that whole turn up at the end. They both was throwing insults at each other, but Kalina will rock fucking Rashida world. She will beat her ass. I really think so. Anytime when she be like, B, it's on. That's a whole New York thing. That's probably like a Harlem and Bronx thing, honestly. she starts saying B after everything, you know it's on. And Rashida just sitting there because she probably know that the security guards are going to come, but she will yank that ponytail out fucking Rashida head just like Celine did to Tammy last season. So, yeah. It was okay episode. Next episode seems a lot better because Mama D's getting married and she asked Erica to be a bridesmaid. And I think Bambi's going to be a bridesmaid too, so they're going to get back and forth with it. So we'll just see what have to happen with that or whatever. So I hope you like this review. I know it was kind of short and sweet and confusing, me fixing and glossing my lips and everything, but everybody stay cool that's in the New York area, or basically who's dealing with the summertime, who's not in Antarctica watching this. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and be safe because these streets is crazy. And please, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.